Hey everyone, Senrai here. Today I'm going to be watching the third episode of the second season of Classroom of the Elites. And last episode, the focus was definitely on Karuizawa Kei, learning all sorts of things about her, like the fake relationship that she had established for her own, benefit, her own protection, and kind of the crumbling of that in the previous episode, finding out that she lied about the incident that the bitch squad accused her of. She lied about that, and the bitch squad continued to escalate things into full-blown bullying. You're near the end of the episode there. And yeah, that's kind of where we left off on now. And so, yeah, we also have Ayana Koji, with somebody else kind of watching. So that's like the one good thing is that that's kind of, from an audience perspective, that's kind of a limiter, like things aren't going to escalate too much. Like I know Ayana Koji is, a little bit on the cold side when it comes to his classmates and stuff like that, but like was it episode 1 or 2 of season 1? He helped out Suzuna with the whole brother thing. Like he's not going to let things escalate too far, right? So no need to worry too much. But regardless, just the whole situation just pisses me off because there's not an easy person to root for, even though it's easier to root against the bitch squad. And if I'm forced to take a side, it is of course going to be Karuizawa's side. But like I'm not going to feel good about it because of her actions. If that makes sense at all. But still, the whole thing pisses me off. I know this episode is going to piss me off. But, I guess just kind of to go into it, because the worst thing is we ended off on that, so we're going to start off on that in this episode, so, like, right away, so, yeah, just, I guess, gotta jump into it and get past it. Hopefully we have a somewhat decent resolution to this whole big old mess, so, let's jump in. 3, 2, 1, play. Our quotes, yeah. And there we go. What will get me off the hook? Also, you have no business calling anyone else a coward when you 3 versus 1 her when no one's around. Like, lack of self-awareness much. It depends what you mean by clean. Like, we should all take a bath together. That would be a good way to, become more friendly with each other. Maybe calm down. Yeah, I knew he wouldn't be able to hold back for too long. I didn't know talking required hair pulling, and picture taking, and maniacal laughter. But what do I know? You asked for somebody else's help, but yeah, this is kind of what I mean when it's like kind of hard to root for her, be on her side, when she just lashes out at people who try to help. Like I know she clearly has emotional issues, so I will give her some slack on that, but. It is very frustrating from the perspective of anyone that wants to help her, right? Either you stand back there and watch it all happen and you see her cry and suffer, which is bad, or you go in there and help, in which case she still lashes out at you. So there's no winning if you're from the perspective of somebody that wants to, help. I always forget about that shot. Man, it's a good shot. I kind of lost my train of thought though. But yeah, so I'm curious, how are we going to resolve this whole situation? Because I assume this whole arc is going to be kind of a character growing thing for Karuizawa. Maybe learn some lessons, I don't know. We'll see how things go. Well, he had his own thing going on that he was doing. Let's see what happens. Where is this? Like a boiler room area? I don't know. Yeah, are we supposed to be out down here? Well, no kidding. I assume he didn't. Like, you're kind of an idiot, aren't you, Karuizawa? Jesus Christ. Well, now you get what you want. Nobody's here to help you, so aren't you glad, Karuizawa? But remember, guys, they're doing this to defend their friend. They're the good guys in all this. That is something we found out in the last episode as well. It's gonna hyperventilate. I'm glad that's funny to you. You know, lighting just did an excellent job of making them look as evil as possible. Yeah, you're not gonna get away that easily. Oh, damn. Well, the good news is, now if you report this to the school, you have injuries to show them. I don't think that hurt. Yeah, I'll show you how to slap somebody. That's slightly harder. That's gotta hurt your own hand after a while. Oh, jeez. Glad you're enjoying yourself. Okay, man, he does manage to find her somehow. I mean, history shows that much. That is how he would think. It would have helped, but she would have yelled at me, so. So where are we going with this? Yeah, unlike you, he can actually defend himself quite well. I don't think so. Oh, okay, maybe I was wrong. I mean, I don't think you'll actually, go all the way, but... There probably is. What am I supposed to be looking at? It's kind of a dark shot. Don't ask me. Okay. Now that, we already caused her to suffer so much. I'll do a good job. Yeah, getting that evidence. Become my ally. I mean, definitely a decent ally to have. I mean, definitely get the logic. What a start of a beautiful friendship. But the lighting really has been on point this whole scene. Right. She's a VIP. And that has to be what he was gonna say. What else would he possibly say there? But, oh man, that scene, that whole scene just... I knew this would be a hard episode to watch that would piss me off, and I was pretty much on point with that. Day 4. Final discussion, yeah. Man, they keep showing that shot. It looks so good. Why do we let her have to wake her up? She's sleeping so soundly. I would love to. Wouldn't have to tell me twice. Okay. Well, want is a strong word. Yeah, it does kind of make us rivals. Although, yeah, you can spend enough points to switch classes, though. I mean, she has a lot of saved up points. He definitely did. And she clearly was trying to hide it. I do remember. I didn't remember the exact amount, but I knew it was like millions. Above 1 million, above 2 million. Yes, we're doing lewd things. Okay. We're here. Okay. I know, right? Well, better than like one person stealing all the phones. That is a good point, actually. So we just have to not have a traitor. Oh, she speaks. Yeah. Okay. Naturally. Oh, look at that one. Actually, is a little bit surprising. Even the bitch squad is surprised. Yeah, you the VIP. Yeah, you better. It's just seething over there. Anything you want to say? And that's what it comes down to. You gotta trust them. I wouldn't have guessed that, but there we go. Which of course means Karuizawa was not. But I mean, she already showed her phone. But. Okay. We're being sneaky. Of course we are. Giving some false information out there on the VIP. Look, that was unfortunate. I mean... well, damn. I could have swore we confirmed he wasn't a while ago. Am I crazy? Okay, discussion's over and we're all just, you know, flustered and confused. But, unless that was actually Karuizawa's phone and Ichinose was in on the whole thing and there's a lot of swapping, it's just a confusing mess. But, yeah. It was what I think it is, then yeah, it went as planned. Yeah. Because if she switched him the phones, then he switched them, and then called the phone saying it's the other phone, but it's really that phone. And yeah, double layer trap. Thank you for putting it better. Yeah, then that phone is traded. Then she knows it calls that phone, pretending it's his phone. Yeah. Oh, okay, we're doing SIM card trading, okay. Ichinosa. Ain't that the truth? She really hasn't been around much lately. Okay. So did somebody try to, do the thing? Well, that's not what I want to hear. But it looks like things are over now. Why do you just always show up, man? Just... moral victory. Please don't come back. It's not looking great. And yeah, roll credits. I always forget about the SIM cards, I'm not super familiar with cell phones, More of a PC person. But once they mentioned it, I remembered, yeah, that is a thing. You can just put different SIM cards in different phones and... Freaking Class C. Susan, you were not on the episode, but at least you're in the ED. It's been a while since I've seen a staircase just utilized so well for an ED. We just get so many good poses with our characters on it. It's easy to underestimate, the power of a staircase, but it allows you to have some like low angle shots and stuff. It's pretty cool. Okay. Well, so that was the third episode of second season of Classroom of the Elite. Okay. I mean, the Karuizawa stuff went more or less how I expected. Obviously, because we had a couple witnesses for the incident that we left off on, it was never going to escalate too far. I mean, if it was just Koji, that'd be one thing, but it wasn't. There was somebody else there, so I knew it would end, without going too much further, essentially. And at that point, it would just be the girls, the bitch squad, waiting for an opportunity or making an opportunity to truly be alone with her, right? Like, that was the natural next step. I didn't think necessarily Ayano would be the one to initiate that, but I guess technically the previous one was ruined, so he had to try again. Because from his perspective, making her hit rock bottom was the ideal state. So he could successfully make her into a good ally, you know, the leader of the girls or whatever he referred to her as. And he was able to use her, you know, for his plan. Just a quick phone swap and then another phone swap and some SIM card manipulation to trick people into you know, thinking they know who the VIP is when they really don't, right? So that all worked out, right? Yes, but yeah, as far as the bullying thing goes, I was kind of curious how far it would go, right? And I mean, it more or less went as far as I expected. I don't think I was expecting the sheer amount of slaps that we got. Honestly, I should have counted them because there was definitely like at least a dozen. I don't know. I didn't count, but I'm sure there was at least that much. But yeah, Ayano Koji, he's not messing around. He's a cold guy, you know. He has a goal. He has a plan towards that goal, and you know, people's feelings not much of a factor, really. You know, at least doesn't seem like it. So, because in the end, he got what he wanted, and in his mind, you know, I don't know how much of what he says he actually believes, but you know, he could interpret this as being some sort of help towards Karuizawa because he did get the footage that could be used in the future, right? That was one of those things that I can't remember actually said it or was gonna say it or what, but you know, one of the best things about letting things escalate is that you can actually have, you know, proof to bring to the school if you do want to, you know, make things, try to resolve things that way, right? So having, I don't know how good that footage even is. Like they were like in a dark area. Like did that video even come out well? I'm going to assume it did for plot convenience, but still, yeah, definitely a good thing to have for sure. It should keep the bitch squad in line for the most part going forward, so you probably won't get any more, you know, bullying scenes like that in the future, or at least not from them specifically, right? But yeah, they were just the absolute worst. Like, what was it that Karuizawa did again? Like shove her in line or whatever. In what universe is that equivalent to what they did here to her? Like, it's obviously not. You know, it's obviously not. It's not any kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? It's not any kind of righteous judgment or anything. Like there was just nothing but malice just dripping all over those girls. Like this was just assaulting her. There's no better. You can't frame it as anything more righteous or positive than that. That's just all this was really, and it was difficult to watch as a result. Especially I think what especially bothered me was them just egging on Rika or whatever her name is to, you know, do the slapping. Because she was hesitant to do it at first, right? But then, you know, she gets a taste for it. She's like, wow, I can just do this, and she doesn't fight back. I can just do this, and it's great, you know, right? And then the full sadism comes out, right? And yeah, just I don't know, that part particularly bothered me, you know. Not only doing bad things yourself, but actively encouraging somebody else to do the same. Like that's just objectively making the world a worse place when you try to pull out somebody's, you know, amplify somebody else's cruelty. You know, like it's just a really bad thing, without question. But yeah, like I said, we're hopefully past all that. But just goddamn it, Karuizawa was an idiot. Like you just had a close call, you know, with a squad of bullies. You suddenly get the message saying, hey, you know, can you come meet me down in this dark, secluded area? Like, sure, I'd love to. And just, I don't know. That was one of the stupidest things I've seen an anime character do in a while. Just flat out. Like, that was just, I mean, yeah. Pretty much as soon as I saw her down there, I knew where things were going. I didn't know necessarily who set it up, but I knew where things were going. Anyway, just for real this time, getting past that. I want to go to the test results itself, because we had, like, on the phone screen all the text and stuff, which did not give me enough time to look at it, so I want to do that now. It was like 20 minutes, 57 seconds into the episode. Yeah, with this text, so I want to take a good look at that now. So, yeah, from the Advanced Nurturing High School, yeah, special test. Attention students, these are the special test results. Each class receives the following point changes. Class A, minus 200 class points, not great for them. Class B, no change. Class E, plus 100, and Class D, plus 50. Okay, I mean, that's not... Class A definitely got screwed over with minus 200. B is fine, but, like, obviously, Class A didn't do as well as Class C, but that's, like, not bad. It's a plus, right? But anyway, there's more text. The groups received the following results. Mercury group, the traitor was mistaken, which is result 4. Venus group, the traitor was correct, result 3. Earth group, all participants achieved correct answer after testing period conclusion, result 1. Okay, so somebody got result 1. Actually, looks like they're the only ones that got result 1 from this page, at least. And then Mars group, which is Ayanokoji's group, the traitor was mistaken, result 4. Right, of course, I mean, I guess that's how I was always going to go with how their plan went and all that. Jupiter group, the identity of the VIP was protected to the end, result 2. Saturn group, the traitor was correct, result 3. Uranus, the identity of the VIP was protected to the end. Okay, at least Uranus was protected, that's something. Neptune group, the traitor was correct, result 3. Okay, so we got at least one of each result. Which one was the highest? Is that all the planets? 1, 2, 3. I think that's about all the planets, more or less. I mean, Pluto's no longer a planet, so it always confuses things. But because we got only one result 1, which is kind of sad because that's supposed to be like the best result. We had 2 4s, it looks like. Yeah, with Mercury group and Mars group. We have 2 2s, right? The idea is identity being protected to the end. And we had 3 3s. Okay. So basically 3 was the most common one, and 1 was the least common. I guess nothing too shocking about any of these results. It's unfortunate that Class C kind of won. That's always an unfortunate thing. But definitely could have gone worse. Definitely could have gone worse. So I think that's the only shot of, like, results that we get. I mean, basically everything was there. But yeah, that's just the Class C leader douchebag. I hate him so much. We had the bitch squad being, a massive bitch squad this episode, and I still hate him more than anyone else in this show. I guess that speaks volumes to him and his level of unlikability. But yeah, I mean, not really much more to say. I feel like I really didn't react much in the episode because a large chunk of it was just me internally seething at the bullshit I was forced to witness in this episode. But like I said, the bullying definitely could have been worse. We could have had, like, we had the picture taking if they wanted to. They could have, like, stripped her and then took pictures. Like, that would be a higher level of bullying that they definitely could have gone away with there as well. Right? Because that was one thing I thought might happen, but it did not. But yeah, at least we're past it now. And we're also past the test as well, right? So we should get, now that we're past the Karuizawa stuff, we're past the test stuff, we should be pretty fresh with the new arc. That's good. I'm also glad we actually talked about the Ichinose having like 2 million points thing. That was nice. Because you can make a lot of things happen with points, because as Ayanokoji demonstrated in the episode, you can buy just about anything with points if you have enough of them. So that makes Ichinose very, very powerful as she wants to be. Right? And she's also pretty smart, pretty likable, pretty charismatic, so not the kind of person you want to be your opponent, honestly. Like, she's pretty terrifying in that regard. But yeah, that's all I really got to say on the episode. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.